All right, my pungios, I'm trying to calm down, I'm trying to chill out, and I just want to touch grass. And the best way that I've thought about doing that is opting into the Just Touch Grass skin from Dbrand. I'm also gonna be going over their grip because that I think is the best way to be able to secure your phone, chill out, and touch grass if you're spending lots of time like I am inside. Now, this is not a sponsored video. The folks at Dbrand did not send this to me. I was critical of them in the past when they came out with this really cool leather skin. It was very difficult to install just because the thickness of the skin was, well, you can check out that video. And I've been harshly criticized for not knowing what I'm doing. I've already got the video queued up. You can see I went through it already. This is not a how-to, but this is me trying to touch grass because we all need a little bit of green in our lives. The Dbrand grip case, I think, is one of their best products out there. It's very versatile. Each phone has a grip there. It's gonna give you well above the drop grade protection. It's got microfiber lining, allows for Qi2 charging through the case. Now, if you had a skin on it, it may not stick as vibrantly. They do have high quality buttons here, as well as some ergonomic grip around the edges, insulation on the inside. It's just an all around very high quality case, and it's very expensive. It's a time of this video, I did purchase it full price, $79. That included the skin. And I highly recommend that you do check out their how-to on installing it because they do it pretty well. Now, but if you would like to help the channel, I do have a relationship, Andar, who makes my favorite leather cases. They have leather that wraps entirely around the phone itself. I will have some links down below you guys can check out that do help with the channel. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and touch grass, put the skin on here, show off the case for my iPhone 15 Pro Max. They have the same thing for the 16 and all of the other devices out there. Let's do this together while touching grass at the same time. The instructions do suggest that I clean off the device, so I'm going to listen to it and also make you guys watch me clean off my phone because, again, I don't want to be accused of making any wrong steps in this process. We've cleaned off the phone. Now we're ready here to go ahead and place the grip case in it. Usually they place the skin inside here, but because this is a unique and a limited time run, they didn't. Here it is. The unboxing is pretty straightforward, very high quality, classy, something that I am impressed with. I mean, granted, I did spend like 70 or 80 bucks on this. They said they've got lined in here that same microfiber, which is fine. The case itself is very high quality, nice and durable. It's made out of polycarbonate material. Here is the surface with which we are gonna adhere that 3M sticker to it, skin, whatever you wanna call it. It's raised on purpose, so you can put the skin here. You do have protection around the camera bump, as well as punch outs for all of your IO, your active button, as well as volume rocker, power button. And then they do have a slot if you got the 16 Pro Max here for the button there if you want. I mean, that's about it as far as the case. It's nice and grippy, it's durable, it's rigid. This is a nice grip case. Now that we've got it all set up and situated, we're gonna place it into the phone. Now, I did notice one thing here with the grip. These edges here actually are not as high up as I'm used to. You can see I do have a tempered glass screen protector. So if I'm placing the tempered glass screen protector on here and the lips grab onto the bezel aren't high enough, so you do see that there is a lip there for the forehead and chin. So I'm presuming here that you're gonna have like a millimeter there of it rubbing against the top and the bottom as opposed to the edges here, which I think is kind of an interesting choice there. Let's go ahead and look at this touch grass skin. I don't think it's real grass, but apparently it is maybe fibrous or it is plant fibers, but it feels great. I mean, it's like really short green grass. So if you've ever golfed before, it's less than a millimeter. It's like maybe 0.2 millimeters. Very, very thin, very high quality. As you can see here, I don't have any loose ends around the edges, especially for this really tight area around the camera bump. But other than that, being able to touch grass, I think is important, and this will help me to be able to accomplish that. Let's go ahead now and follow the next direction, which is to peel off the backing from the 3M adhesive. Then it advised to orient it like this with the sticker offset so that you can get this edge, this corner here, as well as this edge attached to the grip case. And then once you're done, you can just peel off the rest of it to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and get that started. I'm gonna go ahead in this next step and I'm going to align it as it suggested with this corner in mind and this perpendicular corner in mind as well, making sure that it is flush up against against the edge before I put the rest of it on there. So said the grass is very thick, and being able to judge that you have reached, I think, is a little bit difficult, but keeping it in mind here in this corner, I don't think I have any access. I'm gonna give it some pressure here to be able to get this corner, and then we're gonna go ahead and give pressure all the way along the edge on that side. And then we can finish off by pressing it in around the camera. It looks like we've got a nice adhesion, and it is getting all the way to the edge without having any access. Now we can go ahead and slide off the rest of the 3M. It was easier in their picture. Now I'm starting to rip it. So I think it started to pull in. This is where you guys can now make fun of me of getting it stuck in there. But now we can go ahead and just go from one corner to the other corner to be able to press fit it all the way in. And I think I succeeded. I don't think we have any overlap. And there it is. There is my case where I can touch grass on a daily basis. I don't know how confident I am with these fibers not getting matted or pulled here by placing my phone in my pocket or my backpack. You can see here that after following the directions this time, I was successful. There are no gaps. You do notice just the way that the contour of the case is, that it's thicker up here in the corner than it is on the edges. And so you're naturally actually gonna have some of the grass itself be exposed. So if that's in your pocket, it may seem like it will poke through, or it may show additional wear and tear. But other than that, I don't think I have any bubbles, and I can go ahead and move forward with my life. It doesn't seem like I need to wait any longer in order for me to be able to throw this in my pocket, my backpack, my book bag. I like that. There it is in its completed state. I think right here it was very thin in the way that like the strands of the fibers there are kind of pushing up against that edge. I don't see any gaps around here, so it may have stretched. I don't know, but there it is. Let's touch grass. It's not covering any of my LED or any of my other IO there on the camera. I think it looks great in the hand. That's it. There you have it. Let's touch grass, guys. Let's make sure and see that MagSafe still works. We're gonna throw it on the back here. This is the Anchor 621, and it looks like it's charging here, but I'm not getting a good magnetic adhesion. So it seems like the grass is providing an extra barrier that is unfortunately not allowing for the magnetics to necessarily hold on to that. I routinely put it on a kickstand as I watch content, and it's not necessarily attaching here. So that is one drawback to these thicker skins, is that you're not going to get MagSafe. There we go. I gave Dbrand another chance here, and you can see that I have been definitely vocal throughout this whole process of how uncomfortable it is to put a skin on your grip case. This is for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is the limited edition run, and you know, I can't necessarily say buyer beware because it's limited edition. This is something that you obviously know what you're getting into, but I want you to be aware here that the thicker you buy these skins for the Dbrands, the less functionality that you're gonna get on your phone. I can't even attach a MagSafe device to it without it shaking off just like that. There is built-in MagSafe for this case, but unfortunately, because the grass is too thick, the fibers act as a barrier and prevent the magnetics from working. But you can see there, touching grass is fun, being able to do that daily now. I like the case in general, how grippy it is. It's nice to be able to give you protection, especially in those high impact areas. And for the iPhone 15 or 16 Pro Max, I think this is something fun to be able to have. Would I recommend this? No, only if you're getting a really thick skin like the grass or maybe any of these other limited edition decorative skins. All in all, I'll have links down below in the description. Check out Andar if you want to get a leather case that I swear by. This video is sponsored and those links are affiliate links. Thanks so much for watching. Andy with Tech Influence here. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.